You guys, bro, breaking news. WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol, undisputed champion, has decided he is not going to be defending his WBC light heavyweight champion anymore. Why? Because he wants to take on Beterbiev in the rematch, you guys. Hey, big money. He's already undisputed. Why not? But guess what that means? David Benavidez has now, the Mexican monster, has now become the WBC light heavyweight champion of the world. Wow. You guys, so many things, so many possibilities. What does this mean? Well, you guys know Bivol and Beterbiev are going to be having their rematch coming up soon, you guys. They're going to be fighting for the second one. We know that already. But you guys, the winner of that now, because they are not fighting for undisputed no more, as neither fighters are undisputed. Bivol's not undisputed no more. He just gave up his WBC bout. So what this means is it is very possible that we will be getting the winners out of Bivol and Beterbiev. It's up to them. But the winner out of them could be possibly facing the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, in a potential undisputed light heavyweight bout. And okay, I'm speechless. This is crazy. This is bananas. That would be an absolutely huge fight, you guys. But why does that make things even more interesting? And where does Canelo get put onto all this? Guys, we all know Canelo's going to be fighting Scully for the super middleweight bouts. You guys, is going to be trying to become undisputed as he already has. But with him becoming undisputed, he's going to fight William Scully, right? And then he's going to fight Terrence Bud Crawford in a pound-for-pound match, which could be the highest selling pay-per-view in a while, you guys. With that happening, let's just say Canelo Alvarez beats William Scully, comes in here, beats Terrence Crawford, and is the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. Super. And then you got the possible matchup between Bivol, if he takes out Beterbiev again, or either fighter fighting against Benavidez in an undisputed fight. Guys, what does this create? A possible, I would call it right now, the greatest undisputed fight in the history of boxing. You could have Canelo undisputed versus David Benavidez undisputed. And even if it's not David Benavidez, if it's Bivol, you guys, in an action-packed clash, boom, 2 undisputed fighters. My goodness, that's what I'm hoping for, dude. That's what I'm hoping for, that we get at the end of this. I'm hoping that Bivol probably beats Beterbiev or the other way around, and I'm hoping that both fighters go against the Mexican monster for that WBC bout. And if that happens, man, and David beats those guys, you know Canelo wanted that match with Bivol. If Bivol beats Beterbiev, and if he's able to beat David Benavidez, Canelo wants that match. But guys, I could see David Benavidez beating Bivol, and I could see him beating Beterbiev. And if that happens, there's no way that Canelo could just keep ignoring this guy. The whole world is going to be talking about it. It could possibly be the biggest boxing match since Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. And I know that fight was way long overdue, you guys. Super, super long overdue. Both fighters not even in the prime, especially Manny Pacquiao going into that fight with a shoulder injury. But I haven't heard of another pay-per-view that I would be more excited to see than Undisputed versus Undisputed. I mean, absolutely amazing right there, you guys. Both fighters will be they are both under WBC now. It is possible. This can happen. But for now, I'm excited for David as he just won, as he is the WBC light heavyweight champion. I don't know if he's pissed off about this. You know, you kind of just got it handed to you. You didn't have to beat anybody. You're pretty much an email champ. But I respect David Benavidez, and this whole time I always knew he should have been a champion. So I'm glad he got it. Now the question is, what boxing moves are they going to be making now? I'm absolutely shocked in this move. But at the same time, I understand it from Bivol, as, you know, you're undisputed already, man. I mean, you're making money. This is just absolutely great for boxing. I'm calling it right now. This is a great thing for boxing. You got possible matchups that could be coming in the future. Now, I'm not saying they're going to happen. I'm just saying that these could be some of the greatest boxing fights ever. And what does that mean for Canelo in the Mexican world of boxing. You guys, I'm calling it right now. I love Julio Cesar Chavez, six-time world champion. You could give him 7 if you give him the Re-Magazine ones, but you guys, if Canelo, having won titles in 4 different weight divisions, if he comes undisputed versus William Scully, beats Terence Crawford, and then goes into the ring and fights David Benavidez and wins that fight, or any player, Bivol or Beterbiev, that's the 3, dude, there's 3 monsters up there. If he does that, I'm calling it right now. Now you have an argument for saying Canelo is the greatest Mexican boxer in boxing history, you guys. I know there's a lot of Julio fans. Let me know in the comments what you think. If Canelo gets this done, is he the greatest Mexican boxer to ever live, my friends? Wow, I'm absolutely shocked by that. And not just that, one thing I want to talk about is your boy Richard Torres Jr. He got the win over Guido, but guys, it was a tough fight for Richard Torres Jr., man. I love this man's style. He looks like Manny Pacquiao in there. But the problem is, the way Manny Pacquiao would, he's also a southpaw fighter. The way he would bounce around, throw his shots, Pacquiao had those super strong calves and super strong legs. And guys, he was 150 pounds lighter. So he could do those moving in, and then coming out really fast. And you know, his defense wasn't the best because of his style. That's what happens when you have one of those just blistering styles like that, just like Richard Torres Jr. You seen it in that Guido fight, he was getting hit a lot. But the difference between Richard Torres and Pacquiao, as I said, the weight difference. When Richard Torres Jr. starts to get tired, he starts to lunge a lot. Why? Because his legs start to get tired. His body starts getting tired. You're a heavy guy. You could only bounce around like that, blasting in and out for so long, you guys. And then you end up lunging. You end up making mistakes. And again, it's in the heavyweight division. Richard Torres Jr. leaving himself open for shots to get hit with. But I absolutely love the fight. I love Richard Torres in the heavyweight division, man. He's a short man, but I love it. He reminds me of an old school fighter, dude, just coming forward, blistering style. Man, I'm excited to see what Richard Torres does next. And there's a lot of possible matchups. If you look at the WBC, WBO heavyweight rankings, I would stay away from that. But look at the IBF. They got Derek Chisora ranked number 2, Effa number 3. You guys, Effa fought against Guido already in a tough fight. And I know Effa won that. But, dude, I would love to see a Richard Torres Jr. versus Effa Aghibi, or even a Richard Torres Jr. versus Derek Chisora, my friends. I mean, that would be absolutely ridiculous for Richard Torres Jr. It would be the biggest shot of his life in a fight that I think he could beat both of those guys. I'm not saying he will, but I do think it's possible, you guys. What about Jared Anderson? Why don't we have an all-American battle between Richard Torres Jr. and Jared Anderson? You guys, crazy news in boxing today, my friends. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm out, my friends.